Welcome back inside of Golden Lion Stadium. Tim Stubbs and Carl Wimper, happy homecoming here on this gorgeous afternoon as we are just about set for third quarter action. 22-14, 8-point lead for Southern as UAPB trying to get their first win of the season, and the perfect time would be homecoming, but they are going to have to do it from behind again as they trail by 8 here at halftime. And look at the numbers. Ben Anderson, 16 of 20, 191 yards, a touchdown, and 1 interception on the deflected pass. And he's also the leading rusher, 10 carries for 60 net yards and 1 touchdown. So he had another great first half, but the Golden Lions trail by 8 as we get ready for the third quarter here. 212 yards, a total offense for Southern, 285 for UAPB. The Golden Lions have 3 more first downs than Southern, 15-12. But penalties, 4 for 44 and just 1 for 8 for Southern. So here's the second half kickoff, and we are underway. Kinsey comes up at about the 18-yard line. Nice little cut there, 20 over the 30, and taken down at about the, we'll call it about the 33. So pretty good field position to start the second half for UAPB as they trail by 8.
Well, Tim, offensively, the Golden Lions didn't do a bad job at all in the first half. Outgained Southern University 285 yards versus 212 of total offense. And you like the way that Ben Anderson played. He was sharp, 16 out of 20. And like you said, that 1 interception, you really can't fault him for that one interception.
Shotgun snap here, quick pass play. It's Kinsey off the right side and forced out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
Forced out by number 49.
Short gain on the play. They'll actually give him about the 36, but just a gain of 2. It took a while, but the stadium is pretty much filled up right now, but still a whole bunch of tailgaters out there in the parking lot enjoying the festivities. Handoff straight ahead, driving hard, a gain of about 8 on the carry, and close to a first down for Smith, or Young rather, Jeremiah Young. But a lot of people out there in the parking lot, Carls. You see all the pageantry and traditions going on.
Well, you look at that Rolling Lions Club, that RV club.
Well, they were out there jamming yesterday after the alumni assembly. Handoff. Went right and back left, nothing there for Jeremiah Young. Gain of just about a yard. We'll call it second down and 9.
Well, no, Tim, it's important for UAPB to come out here in this third quarter and able to penetrate the football down the field. And even if you don't get into points, but you want to establish your offense where you can put together 2 or 3 first downs, and it lets Southern know that you're going to make a statement coming out here in the third quarter.
Shotgun snap here for Anderson. Ben, pump fake, now pulls it back down, runs right, throws it at the last second, and complete to Cody Swain at the 49, a gain of about 5. And Anderson took a hit right as he delivered the football there, but he's okay.
Well, initially Ben wanted to go to Des Beverly, but Beverly was covered up, and you can call that pretty much, it was good coverage there by Southern University, and then he found Cody Swain somewhere near in the open for just a short gain.
Third down and 4. Throwing left is Swain again, but he's hit immediately. Only a gain of 3. It'll be 4th down and 2. And we'll see what Monty Coleman's going to elect to punt it away, and Dylan Nieheiser's going to come in, a 6'3", 185 junior out of Morrisville, North Carolina. Maloney University, Ohio is where he's way of.
But you always have to worry about Jeremiah Young back there.
Nieheiser's kick, calling for a fair catch. It's going to go out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. That's where Southern will take over. So the Golden Lions not able to do anything with the football out of the locker room. That's frustrating, as they've moved it very well at times, but didn't look very good on that opening possession. So 1st and 10 coming up here for Southern. Dre Joseph in that first half, 13 of 18 for 137 yards, 2 touchdowns. And leading receiver was Willie Quinn, 4 catches for 61 yards. And Leonard Tillery, 12 carries for 69 yards and a touchdown, including a 26-yard touchdown, an average of 5.8 yards a carry. Southern had 12 first downs and 212 total yards there in the first half. Quick pass play, it is Lee Doss. Nice move by Doss, but he stepped out of bounds right there on the Southern sideline, a 30-yard line, a gain of about 7 on the play. And for Doss, that's just his 3rd catch, or 4th catch rather. He had 3 catches for just 3 yards in the first half.
Yeah, the Golden Lions have done a good job against him. He's one of the top receivers in the conference, and he's a redshirt senior. He's been around for a while. He's out of St. Augustine High School there in New Orleans.
2nd down and 3, gonna hand it off. Tillery straight ahead, 1st down. Stopped by Jerian Harris at the 36-yard line, but not before a gain of about 6 on the carry and a 1st down for Southern. They'll move the chains.
Yeah, Tillery is a small back, a sophomore, 5'8", 179 pounds. Like I said, he's out of McKinley High School there in Baton Rouge, and same high school where Dexter Bryan is from, and also Cody Swain.
UAPB in a 4-3. Man coverage on the corners. Now backing off, they're going to run the football. Pretty good push off the left side, and gain of about 6, maybe 7 more for Southern. And that's been one of the bugaboos there for Lonnie Coleman this year, is the ability of other teams running against his defense.
You know, Tim, Xavier Lofton, he's in the ball game, but Willie Duncan is in for that middle linebacker position, and you don't see Antonio Jenkins in the ball game.
Hand off Tillery again, and it's going to be close to the 1st, but he's going to be a little bit short.
Yeah, Willie Duncan, the 3rd, really, he's out of Southfield High School there in Southfield, Michigan, and he's been very impressive in preseason camp. 6 feet, 215 pounds, and in high school, Tim, Duncan was a 3-year starter at linebacker. He made all-conference each of those seasons, too. He's an outstanding talent, playing as a true freshman.
3rd down and 1 coming up here. 10:40 to go, 3rd quarter, 22-14, 8-point lead for Southern. They have the ball at the UAPB 45. 3rd and short, and he's got enough, it appears. He just needed a yard and got about 1.5 yards. Didn't get a whole lot on it, but enough to move the chains for Southern, and they'll keep the football here with a 1st down carry by Leonard Tillery.
Well, he's running around that right side, and look like at the right tackle for Southern, who I've been talking about all game. Reginald Redden, he's getting up slowly. Now check that, it's not Redden. I can't see the number, but those offensive linemen are
74.
That's Zach Brown.
Yeah, Zachary Brown.
Yeah, I mentioned him earlier.
6'5", 320 out of Missouri City, Texas.
Yeah, went to Elkins High School there, Missouri City, that's in the suburbs of Houston.
A lot of good ball players come out of Missouri City.
Yeah,
so
Brown,
he's able to get off on the sideline there, Carl.
Favoring that right ankle.
So 1st and 10 now for Southern. Joseph waits the snap, movement off the right side again, but didn't snap the football. Now he's ready. High snap, quick pass play on the left, another drop. And that one was by Samuel Altman. So 2nd down and 10 on the incomplete pass, and another man down this time for the Golden Lions. Willie Duncan III, it appears.
Just talked about Willie a few minutes ago, and this UAPB's defense is already thin, and hopefully it's nothing too serious. He's could be just a stinger. Willie's a tough ball player. I'm sure he'll be back in the ball game. But he's Willie Duncan III. He wants you to make sure that you recognize him as Willie Duncan III. 6 feet, 215 pounds. Again, a true freshman. He's one of 3 true freshmen who are out there right now that's starting for the Golden Lions on the defensive side of the football.
2nd down and 10 for Southern. Football spotted at their own 46. They lead by 8 over UAPB. Just over 10 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Now Jerron Harris moves into the middle linebacker spot.
Joseph with the handoff to Tillery. Flag down as Tillery is able to slip through a would-be tackler. Pick up about 8 yards, brings up 3rd and 2, but could be a holding penalty.
On Dwayne Houston for Southern. He actually held. He held Troy Goff. Yeah, Dwayne Houston, you can't meet him. He's 6'4", 300 pounds. He's out of Lafayette, Louisiana. He went to Northside High School there in Lafayette.
That now makes it about 2nd and 22. Joseph looking left, going to dump it off to Tillery in the backfield. Got a running room, look out here. And a good tackle right at midfield there.
By Garrison, Tavion Garrison.
Garrison. Tavion Garrison made a nice tackle, so it's going to be 3rd down and about 7, a gain of 13. But Garrison wasn't able to get Tillery there. He's still probably running right now.
Yeah, and Garrison, like I said, young man out of Little Rock Parkview High School, a true freshman that's really taking his lumps this season on the defensive side of the ball. A big 3rd down here for the Golden Lions. You like to stop Southern here.
3rd and 7. Joseph throws right. It was a bit high, but they're going to say he got his feet in bounds for the 1st down at the 40-yard line. And
wow.
Lee Doss went up high to make the catch. I thought that ball sailed on him a little bit, and I didn't think there was any way he was going to catch it. But nice catch there on the sideline. Of course, it's hard to see from our viewpoint here whether he did get his feet or 1 foot in bound, but we'll see if we can see here on the replay at all.
Well, if he did, Tim, he got his big toe in bound.
It's still hard to tell there because you can't really see where the sideline is from that angle, but it was very close. Either way, they gave him the catch. Flag is down.
Some movement on Southern's offensive line.
False start on the Jags. That'll back them up to the 45 of UAPB.
Those kind of penalties there for illegal procedure, Tim, those kind of penalties just devastate you because it's a big difference in 1st and 10 and 1st and 15.
Marcus McDonald on the sideline cam today for our crew and filling in for Roger Robinson. Our thoughts and prayers with Roger and his family. Lost his dad, and definitely thinking about him this tough time. Quick little dump pass and a big hit at the 40-yard line.
Wow,
that was
Jonathan Watson, man. He's a young man from Little Rock Central who's really a walk-on for the Golden Lions. True freshman. He's lost about 50 pounds since he came in preseason. He reported at 370, and now he's down somewhere around 225, 30 pounds. He shedded some weight.
Gain of about 2 there, 2nd down and 8. Hand off Tillery, straight ahead. Little second effort gets him to about the 34-yard line. And Jerian Harris and Xavier Lofton brings up 3rd down and 4 for Southern. Fast-moving 3rd quarter here. They've kept this football for quite a while, 6:50 and counting. And 3rd down and 4 at the UAPB 34. 8-point lead for the Jags, 22-14. Here's Joseph. Dumps it off left. And 1st down for Tillery. Takes a little shot out of bounds there by Harvey. But he needed 4 and got about 5 and a 1st down. And it hasn't been anything pretty on this drive for Southern. Just kind of methodically moving the ball down the field, but they keep moving the chains and working the clock, and they're up by 8, and it's an 8-point ball game. It just has the feel of a lot more than that.
Yeah, it does, Tim.
Kind of flat right now. First and 10 from the 29, hand off Tillery, driving forward. Picks up about 6 yards off the left side, maybe 7. Just kind of, they keep plugging along.
Well, Southern doesn't have a overpowering, high-powered offense. They just kind of matriculate the football down the field on short runs. And
very methodical drive here, but getting it done. Golden Lions need a stop. Joseph with the handoff to Tillery, and going to be about a yard shy of the 1st down here. Can get a first just inside the 20, and this is going to be just outside the 20. So 3rd and a yard coming up, and they have kept this football, feels like, for about 8 minutes off the game clock here.
I don't know how many times I've said it, but another big 3rd down here for the Golden Line defense.
Off the right side, 3rd and 1. Will not get there.
He actually lost yards.
Yeah, he lost about 2 yards on the play. Tried to go wide right, and a couple of Golden Lions appear to be down, Carl. Lofton's going to get credit for it. Walker over there, but a couple of beat-up Lions, and Lofton's one of them.
Let's check the Joel Green. Joel is the young man who's out of Los Angeles at the East LA Community College. 6'1", 225 pounds, a junior, transfer in.
A timeout was called with 4:31 left here in the 3rd. 22-14, Southern with an 8-point lead, and a 4th down and about 4 coming up here. And Southern appears to be going for it on 4th down.
Wow, you know, for Southern, if you kick the field goal, that might tell you something about Southern kicking game, but if you kick the field goal, you're making a 2-possession ball game, and this is a 4th down and about 4 yards to go. I can understand you're going to do this with about 4th and 2, but you look at a long 4 yards, something like 4.5 yards.
So here we go, 4th down and 4 from the 24. Going to throw it, in trouble, and he's going to be sacked. Joseph goes down. A big sack there for the Golden Lions. Anthony Johnson comes up with a clutch stop, and the quarterback sack is a turnover on downs. And after a 3rd and 1, turned into a 4th and 4, and then they lose about another 7 on the sack. So the Golden Lions defense bows their neck and stands their ground and gets the football back after a long drive there time-wise for Southern, but it amounted to nothing.
Well, Anthony Johnson, young man, was a true freshman out of Dalloway High School, 6'2", 275 pounds. And the kid that came out at the start of football camp in the summer, quit after a few days, then came back, and he's been just a steady ball player for the goal line.
Here is Ben Anderson, looked like a horse collar there. He was grabbed from the back of his jersey right around the collar area. Had to slow him down. No call there. A gain of about 3.
Because Coleman's asking the line judge, what about the horse collar tackle?
Very inconsistent all around college football on that call. Design quarterback keeper, boy, just kind of trying to find any kind of yardage, and then he ends up getting no gain on the play. Looked like he had a little something, then he went sideways with it and gave up a little bit of ground there. So just like that, it's 3rd and 7. You don't want to give it right back. The defense was out there an awful long time. You don't want a 3 and out here. Pump fake, gonna go deep, got a man wide open, it's Winters, and he's got it at the 30-yard line of Southern. Big time first down strike there for Ben Anderson to Thomas Winters, who is streaking right down the middle of the field. And the Golden Lions are in business at the Southern 30-yard line with a big first down pass play.
Well, it was just simply a post pattern that Winters ran, and like I said, he has good speed. He runs a 4.5 in the 40-yard dash, and he's a tremendous athlete. He's just really an athlete.
Quarterback keeper here, following Branch on the lead block. Gets the edge, turns the corner, picks up about 8 yards.
Well, I tell you, C.J. Branch, brother, you know, he's just a gifted athlete. He's really a lead blocker for Ben Anderson, and he's blocking real well on the edges, and now UAPB is in business.
Call it a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Stepped out of bounds at the 23. The Golden Lions on the move now after the defense got a big stop and a huge 3rd down and 7 pass play. Now they're deep in Southern territory. They fake the handoff. Nice little extra move there by Ben Anderson. He dives for the first down at the 20, and he's got the first down, and that'll move the chains. 2:29 to go here in the 3rd, and
I know offensive coordinator Eric Dooley is thinking touchdown right now, but a field goal would be ideal, but this is kind of short range, and Tyler Strickland has been kind of streaky on short range field goals.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a good time to look at Isaiah Ferguson down the bottom of your radio dial against the shorter Virgil Williams at the corner.
Maybe a play action here. Yeah. Traditional I formation with Jeremiah Young. Movement off the right side, and yeah, they're going to get
Eric Thomas.
Tight end Eric Thomas shifting back into position there after he was set. That's going to back him up 5 to the 20. Let's see where they're going to mark it, about the 25-yard line, I believe. 2:02 to go, 3rd quarter. UAPB down by 8 here on homecoming, 22-14.
I still like that matchup, Tim, at the bottom of the radio dial with Ferguson 6'6" on the shorter Virgil Williams at 5'8".
Three receivers set here, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Anderson looks right, now left, and he's got some running room. Needs a block, gets one from Des Beverly. Nice little hesitation move inside the 12-yard line, and gain of about 11, maybe 12 yards there. Just going to bring up 2nd down and 4.
Well, you know, Anderson pump fake. He wanted to go to Ferguson, but Williams had good coverage on him, so Ben just did what he normally would do, Tim, is tuck the football in and use his legs to pick up whatever kind of real estate he could. So it's a good-looking run by Ben.
They'll mark it at the 14-yard line of Southern. Golden Lions on the move here, down by 8, late 3rd quarter. Anderson, handoff, Jeremiah Young.
Again,
moves forward to inside the 12. He's going to be about a yard shy of the first down.
Again, C.J. Branch came in from that tight end position with an outstanding block there. And he's really an excellent blocking tight end for the Golden Lions. And CJ is 6'2". He's about 255, 260 pounds, and he beefed up quite a bit from his freshman year, and he added about 20 pounds of muscle on his body. He's the kind of kid that studies game film all the time because he wants to know why at all times.
3rd and 2, play action, man wide open is Jamie Smith, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Yes, sir, touchdown, Golden Lions. Jamie Smith on a little rollout play action was wide open on the right side of the field, caught it at the 5 and cruises into the end zone. The Golden Lions pulled it within 2 here as we take another look at it, Carl. Doesn't get any easier than that.
He's wide open. That's a young man from down in Southwest Arkansas at Camden Fairview High School. Tim, this is the time you go for 2?
They're going to save it a little bit later.
Okay.
But I hear you, though. Extra point coming up. Nearly blocked. Kick is up, and it's good. So the Golden Lions come up with a big defensive stop, a big 3rd down pass play, and then they find pay dirt. 22-21, another good one here, but the Golden Lions trail by 1 to Southern with 24 seconds left. 3rd quarter, back in a moment. Strickland set to kick it away as the M4 brings us back in from the timeout. 22-21, a 1-point lead. Here's Virgil from the 5. Look out, breaks free. He's loose. 50, 45, nice stop. There's a flag down, I believe, back at the 21, but I
think it's going to be an illegal block.
A nice return there. Andre Mitchell made a nice job on the tackle, but it's going to come back with an illegal block in the back, it appears. Or a hold, rather, and that's going to negate a great return by Virgil Williams.
Well, the up back made a block in the back on Quan Cummins for the Golden Lions, and a kid that's out of Parkview High School in Little Rock. And you hate to see things like that because it was an outstanding return by Southern University.
Virgil Williams returned it all the way up to about the UAPB 40, and that negates about a 55-yard return there by Williams. Instead of having it at the UAPB 40, it's back at the Southern 10. Wow.
Yeah, but the up back, had he not made the illegal block, the kickoff return would have been stopped somewhere around the 17, 18-yard line.
Probably one final play coming up here in the third quarter. Another tight one. Golden Lions are winless, but they have played it to the wire in several games, especially here at home. Handoff to Tillery, stacked up at the 12 and then slammed backwards.
Hey,
that's a statement. Kyle Walker, that's your boy.
Kyle Walker.
Hello. Not in my house, right?
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
going to end the third quarter of play, and very fitting. The Golden Lions showing some fight here on homecoming. They look inspired. Hopefully a fourth quarter of great football is to come. 22-21, Southern leading by 1 as we head to the fourth quarter here on homecoming at Arkansas Pine Bluff.
You know, I heard about 2410. I'm thinking about joining the cause.
Don't say that.
Say what?
Say that you're gonna commit and we both know that you won't.
I'm committed to 2410. Committed to you. In fact, Rosetta, I have something to tell you.
Time for the fourth quarter here at homecoming, 22-21. Southern by 1 as we start the fourth, second down and 7. They set up a little tunnel screen to Doss, 15-20, look out. Maybe a face mask there, still on his feet, and then gets smashed from behind, but stays on his feet somehow. A big hit there from behind by Joel Green, and Giovanni Harvey finally takes Doss down, but a flag is down. It should be a hold here against Southern, I believe, or is a face mask. That was on Doss where he was cutting upfield, and they didn't really grab it. It looked like it just kind of slapped it as he was going by, but it is 15 yards, and tack that on to an already nice play by Doss, and now all of a sudden Southern's close to midfield.
Yeah, well, the only thing about it is that when you get your hand anywhere
in the face area,
that flag's going to come out.
Pretty much. Shadow's going to play a part here in these late afternoon games. So now at the UAPB 48-yard line, Southern on the move. First down and 10. Delayed handoff and then breaking free in the secondary and finally going down. But not before a big gain there. There was Jerian Harris on the stop and a gain of about 18. Kylam Favorite on the carry there, moves the chains.
Well, it's the Golden Lions defense is just so thin up front, Tim. Just a lack of depth.
Joseph throwing right, And Doss, a short pass play. Giovanni Harvey, a nice open field tackle for a short gain of about 2 yards. You got to be a good tackler out there on that man coverage.
What Joseph likes, though, Southern likes to go with those short passes there on the edges and just kind of make a short pitch to the receiver and let the receiver turn upfield and try to gain whatever kind of yardage they can gain.
Second down and 8. Ball at the UAPB 32. Another delay handoff. Favorite, big hole, 25-20. Harvey, another stop, but not before a gain of about 13, maybe 14 on the plate, up to the 19-yard line.
Southern with the aid of that 15-yard personal foul penalty for the face mask, Southern's kind of matriculating his football down the field almost at ease to him.
Joseph looks right. They set up the screen left, and he's got something here at the 15, and a gain of about 9 up to the 12-yard line. They looked like they had him stopped there, and that was Randall Menard, and Menard was able to get loose and pick up about 8 yards. We'll mark him down at about the 13s, and we'll call it second down and 3. See if the goal line defense can hold them here. Hand off Tillery up to the just shy of the 10. It's going to be close to a first, but maybe a little bit short.
Well, looking at the stats through the third quarter, UAPB has just simply outplayed Southern University, and the time possession has been pretty much even for both ball clubs. But the goal lines have outgained Southern 377 yards versus 276. And Ben Anderson and Tim is having an outstanding day. 84 yards rushing, and he's 21 of 25 passing the football. 1 touchdown for 247 yards. A big third down here for the goal lines.
3rd and a yard, handoff, and he's going to lose yardage. Tillery hit in the backfield.
That's Harvey.
And Giovanni Harvey comes up with another clutch tackle. A loss on the play. Now it's 4th down and 3, and we'll see if Southern wants to go for it, and it looks like they are. Boy, they have no faith in the kicking game whatsoever.
None whatsoever. And I'll tell you what, it's a
big play. Biggest defensive play in the game coming up here. Crowd gets into it. 4th down and 3 from the 13-yard line. Southern leads by 1. 4th quarter, 11.5 to go in the game. Here we go. Gonna throw it. Looking left, back shoulder throw, and catch is there at the 2. Lee Doss, a perfect pass by Dre Joseph. Back shoulder throw, diving catch at the 2. And you can't execute any better than that.
No, you can't. And Doss is one of the top receivers this conference. And
almost. That was just a tip your cap. Heck of a play. Back shoulder throw. Designed, executed very well. 1st and goal from the 2. Handoff Tillery. No gain. No gain. And Willie Duncan the 3rd. You mentioned he's a tough cookie. He's back out there leading the way on that stop.
Well, yeah, Duncan is a kid, young man I talked to back in preseason camp, and like I said, he's out of Southfield High School there in Southfield, Michigan. It's not too far from Detroit, but he has a bright future for the Golden Lions. The kid's 215 pounds, but he has the kind of body frame he can easily add on another 15, 20 pounds.
Flag down on the play here, maybe a legal substitution.
Yeah.
With 10:32 to go.
That hurts too.
Yeah, that'll back them up at least 5 to make it 2nd down and goal from the 7. Gives you a little more room to throw it, but a little harder to run it in. 10:32 to go, and the Golden Lions had put Southern in a 4th down and 4 from the 13, and they come up with a big play to get the 1st down, and now it's 2nd down and goal from the 7. And a 1-point game, and the difference is still that fluke 2-point conversion.
Yeah, that's the difference.
The special teams, in one way or another, has played a pivotal role in almost every one of these games in conference play. Another flag, and this is going to back them up 5 more. False start off the left side, it looked like. So now all of a sudden it's 2nd down and goal from the 12. They're going the wrong way.
Well, Anthony Mosley is a young man to replace Zach Brown at the right tackle spot. Mosley, a sophomore, 6'2", 360 pounds, out of Cairo, Georgia. Went to Cairo High School there, and we haven't seen Brown back in the ball game because he walked off, he limped off favoring that left ankle.
Crowd gets into it here on this 2nd down and goal from the 12. Man in motion from left to right. Low snap. Joseph in trouble. Smith trips him up as he stumbles down at the 11. Anthony Smith causing havoc in the backfield with Goss. And a man is down for the Golden Lions at about the 22. That's Joel
Green.
Joel Green again. And
then the Southern's right tackle there, Reginald Redding, he was limping a little bit. So
been a lot of injury timeouts today. Well, both these teams wanting this game desperately. With 9:34 remaining in the game, a 1-point game, and now it's a 3rd down and goal from the 11. The Golden Lions would love to keep Southern off the scoreboard here, because you would imagine they're going to go for it, 4th down territory. Yeah. They would have kicked a field goal a moment ago.
Yeah, they would have been, even though you see the field goal kicker on the sideline.
Well, you're up by 1, so if you kick a field goal, that puts you up where the other team's got to score a touchdown. So that would be the smart thing to do, but if you don't have a kicking game, then obviously you're going to go for it.
Well, Southern's been able to control the clock for this running game here with 9 minutes and 34 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. Still a lot of time in this football game, but you don't want Southern to turn this into a 2-possession ball game. You want to limit it to a field goal, but you're right. Field goal is probably out of the question for the Jaguars because they haven't shown any confidence in their kicker.
Watch Doss down here in the slot to your right. Joseph looking right, now throwing, got him in at the 5, diving for the end zone. It's close. They're going to call him down about a foot shy of the goal line. He dove for it. That was Tillery, matched up, I believe, with Duncan the 3rd, and a running back and a linebacker mismatch there, and he almost scored. So 4th down and goal from just inside the 1-yard line. My goodness. Here we go. Just big play after big play coming up. Another 4th down play here.
They put Gabriel Echols, defensive tackle, in the backfield. It's kind of an H-back. He's 5'11", 307 pounds.
Quarterback keeper, it's close. A late call, but a touchdown. David Watson can't believe it. A late call came in, but a touchdown is the verdict. And Southern comes up with another 4th down play.
Well, they had the beef in the backfield, and
8:34 remaining. And that's going to make it, right now it's a 7-point game, 28-21. Now if the Golden Lions score a touchdown, they will go for 2, as we've gotten down to the 11th hour here. And the extra point is good, so we'll step aside with 8:34 to go. Golden Lions still in it, but they'll need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it up. It's 29-21 Southern with 8:34 to go, 4th quarter. All right, back inside of Golden Lion Stadium here. The kickoff's going to be taken by Kinsey from the 8. 20-25 up to about the 28-yard line for Brandon Kinsey on the return with 8:28 to go. In the fourth, the Golden Lions still have a chance here on homecoming, looking for their first win. Southern's at 3-1 in conference play, 3-3 overall. UAPB 0-6, 0-4 in conference. Looking for that first victory here today in front of this big homecoming crowd. Although we may have as equally as big crowd out in the parking lot still partying out there. Somebody needs to go let them know that the action's inside the stadium here. But it's homecoming and they'll do as they please. It's more about a happening, and they just love the fellowship and camaraderie with their fellow alums, and it's just kind of part of the pageantry. After a first down run of a couple of yards, now they're going to hand it off here to Jeremiah Young. He picks up about 6. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2.
Yeah, you don't know if UAPB is in 4-down territory right here. There's still a lot of time on the clock, but you don't want to. You want to pick up this first down because on 4th down you don't want to. You have to make a decision.
Quick pass play. Oh no, Kinsey went to a knee to catch it, and he's down immediately. Now we got a little pushing and shoving going on with Beverly and one of the defenders for Southern, but on 3rd and 2, he went down to a knee curl to catch it. That made him down immediately. The NFL, without being touched, you can get up and run it there, but, well, that's a tough go, tough break right there. He went down low to catch it. He would have had room to run for the first down, but Kinsey caught it with a knee on the ground, so he's down immediately right there. That is a bad, bad deal.
Well, I know sometimes, special teams coach
Nieheiser with a booming kick. My gracious, he knocked the stuffing out of that one. That is a good-looking kick. No return back at the 15. He hit that one spot on, and that was nicely done. So the goal line's going to need to stop. 6:44 left. One good thing is they didn't take much time off the clock, so they can. But they're going to have to play some defense. You got 3 timeouts. You got to get it back, and hopefully you can score and go for 2, and then we can do this whole overtime thing, and then build the drama and all that fun stuff. So, my gracious, boy, just last year winning 10 ball games, first time in school history, and it just seems like the wins were just piling up at a record pace, and this year they're just so hard to come by.
They are very hard to come by. The Golden Lions haven't tasted victory
yet.
You're right.
It's hard to believe that. Hand off, gain of about 4, good second push, now make it a gain of about 7. They had him stopped, and then an extra surge gave him an extra 3 yards on top of it, and that's just kind of the way it's been with the run defense this year, is it looks like they got him stopped, and next thing you know, somebody's off to the races or they get extra yardage. Well, the defense has been out there a long time in the second half.
Well, the Golden Lions are real thin up front there, and you're playing some true freshmen, and like I said, Darius Golden, who was recruited out of Overton High School in Memphis as an offensive lineman. He was just moved over a few weeks ago at the defensive tackle position. He's playing a lot as a backup defensive tackle. So the Golden Lions are just thin up front.
Hand off, little cut back, and first down. Gain of about 4. Got to move the chains, 5:52 to go. 29-21, another highly competitive game for UAPB, but it's just not resulting in any victories. They've been in all the games in conference play and chances to win all of them, but they're not translating to victories, and it has been a bizarre season.
It really has, Tim.
Joseph with the handoff. Straight ahead to the 30-yard line. Gain of about 3.
That's where UAPB misses an all-SWAC tackle like Sean Robinson, who's your run stopper. He hasn't been cleared yet. It looks like this season is pretty much a wash for him, but he's the kind of kid that's a tremendous run stopper for the Golden Lions. And he's a senior.
5 minutes and counting. 2nd down and 7. Southern at their own 30-yard line, leading by 8. Tillery, handoff, gain of just a couple. Gonna bring up 3rd and about 5. Big play here, get a stop here, you can get it back. If you don't stop them here, boy, you're really asking for trouble.
You really are.
Golden Lions gonna spend one of their timeouts here. They're down to 2. And try to set up a defensive play on this big 3rd and 5. Jerian Harris is slow to get up. It looks like he may be just tying his shoe.
Well, Tim, I haven't had a chance to talk about the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff much today, but one of the fastest growing programs at UAPB is the STEM Academy, which is a research and educational program funded by the National Science Foundation. STEM is designed to help increase the number of minority students majoring in the science, technology, engineering, and mathematical fields. For more information about the STEM Academy, contact Ms. Taylor at 870-575-7112. And Tim, every time I drive down L.A. Davis Prexy Drive, headed towards the Hyper, you can't help but notice the construction of the STEM Academy. And it's coming
right along.
Yeah, it's scheduled to open in late April of next year. And you're talking about a fantastic facility. It's going to be very, very nice. Big 3rd down.
Yes, it is. 3rd down and 5. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Dre Joseph, shotgun. Tillery just to the right of him. Low snap. Gonna throw it. Doss can't handle it. Bobbling it as he was trying to keep his feet in bounds, and Doss says something to somebody on the UAPB sideline. It has been a chippy, chirpy day, if you will. That's a mouthful.
And a pretty nippy day, too, weather-wise.
I feel pretty good. Shelly's cold here in the booth, but I got my hoodie on, and I'm feeling nice and toasty.
You offered Shelly my jacket.
Your jacket, yeah, that's right.
My jacket. And
she's already got one on, but she needs another one.
She spent about 3 weeks over in a sunny island, so.
Is that what it is?
It's hard for her to get adjusted to this weather. The Golden Lions called timeout. That's maybe
it's 4th and 5. They're going to get this ball back on a punt here, but yeah, it is a little bizarre that they would waste one of their precious timeouts, because now they're just down to 1.
Unless Coach Coleman and his coaching staff top sauce up in a formation that Southern wanted to try, because they've known to go for the fake punt. So you want to
get it right.
You want to get it right, and that young man who's back there to fill it, Andre Mitchell, he's the kind of kid that can.
He's due to get loose.
Yeah, he can take it to the house. He's one of the top punt kickoff return specialists in the conference.
So here we go. Paul Randall Soden set to punt it away here. Pretty decent kick. Mitchell's going to call a fair catch at the 30. Goes to a knee to secure it. Always dangerous.
Mitchell has some great hands, too. His father, he may check that his uncle, Andre Pryor, is a former NFL defensive back who played with the New York Jets. And, Andre is one of those late signees that UAPB signed. He's a sophomore out of Citrus Hills, California, high school there in Riverside, California. But he's one of those late signees that Coach Coleman signed June of last year.
So with 4:31 to go, the Golden Lions will take over at their own 30. 1 timeout left, down by 8. Here's Ben Anderson. Look out, gets out of one man's grasp, and the second wave will get him for a loss of 1 on the sack. Nearly got out of problems there, but 2nd down and 11 coming up, but At least it wasn't a loss of big yardage, loss of 1. But they're going to have to move here. Quarterback keeper, some running room over the 30, diving forward to about the 37. Nice job there, gain of 8 to bring up 3rd and 3.
You wonder if UAPB is in 4-down territory here with 3 minutes and, and 53 seconds.
With 1 timeout left, definitely. So you got 2 chances to get 3 yards here on 3rd and 3. 3:42 and counting. Jamie Smith in at running back. Swain and Beverly to the left. Ferguson wide out to the right. Running behind Smith, first down, Ben Anderson goes to a knee at the 42. Picked up 5 more, and
it looked like it being a handed football off to Jimmy Smith. Smith had some running room.
A little zone read there, then Smith became his lead blocker, which he can do. These 2 big running backs are almost like fullbacks because they're both about 220 pounds.
I still like that matchup at the top of the radio dial. Isaiah Ferguson against the shorter Virgil Williams for Southern University.
Going to throw it. Beverly catch is made at the 49 of Southern, fighting for extra yardage, and it's going to be a gain of 9 with 3 minutes to go. Coming out of the shade into the sunlight here on the other end of the field. 2:50 and counting. 2nd down and 1 from the Southern 49. There's a draw. First down to the 41 by Jamie Smith. Pickup of 8. So the Golden Lions moving the football here. It's a do-or-die drive.
Yes. The Golden Lions definitely need a touchdown plus the 2-point conversion to tie this thing up.
Willis, stretch play to the right. Fumbles, gets hit hard. Ball is loose, and Southern has recovered at their own 26. Fighting for extra yardage. Boy, that ball got knocked loose and went forward about 10 yards before Southern pounced on it at the 25-yard line, and that will pretty much do it right there.
Yeah, and Terrence Knight, the offensive tackle for the Golden Lions out of Los Angeles, went to Birmingham High School there in Los Angeles. He had an opportunity to fall in football, but he was downfield blocking, and he didn't have no idea if the ball was on the ground.
Not sure if we have a replay of that or not, but boy, that's a tough deal right there. That's going to be a tough one to swallow. Had a nice drive, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah, Drayden has really loved that at his high school, Wynn High School there in Northeast Arkansas.
Here's Tillery. Tillery into the secondary all the way up to the 43-yard line, and boy, that's just, you just let the air out of the balloon now, and 29-21, 2:21 to go.
Yeah,
you don't get any more costly than that on the turnover.
Yeah, Drayden is feeling pretty bad right now, but but what I like is the running back coach Keith Sings over talking with him. Everybody is, he's a young freshman, but he's going to bounce back from mistakes like that.
Staying in bounds, picking up a couple of yards off the left side is Tillery. And the clock rolls at 1:45. The only thing you can hope for now is just a fumble by Southern, and they're going to keep it real vanilla, really plain and simple here. And with just 1 timeout left, you're talking about a couple of more snaps. And
well, Southern's going to have to, they wouldn't go for it on 4th down, but they're going to have to snap this football here with about a minute and 10 seconds on the clock, and if UAPB can stop them, this is 2nd down, and you call your last time out to kill the clock.
Play clock down to 3. Joseph, handoff, left side to Tillery at the 47. The Golden Lions will use their last timeout. And it's going to be 3rd down and 4 with 58 seconds left.
Look like, Tim, about 3 seconds. went off the clock after the goal lines that indicated timeout.
Wish you had that timeout back you had to call before that last punt. My goodness, Carl.
Yeah, you're right about that. The only thing the goal lines can hope for now is that, you know, Southern going to definitely run the football, but if you stop them immediately, you know, UAPB, the only thing the goal lines can do is perhaps get the football back with about 18 or 20 seconds on the clock.
29-21, 8-point lead for Southern. They have the football with a 3rd down and almost 5 coming up here. And the ball is at the Southern 43.
They're going to add more time on the clock to about 1 minute and 2 seconds.
Oh, I like that, 10 minutes and 20 seconds. We'll just redo the whole 4th quarter here. Now they fix it, 1 minute and 2 seconds.
It looked like the clock ran off an extra 3 or 4 seconds.
Handoff, Tillery on the edge, and he dives for the 1st down at the 45, but a flag is down. Flag's down back at the 45 of Southern. It's going to be a hold, and it's going to make it 3rd and about 15. Negates the 1st down run that would have put this game on ice. Keeps UAPB slim to no chances, to say the least, but so you're telling me there is a chance, right?
There is a chance. If the goal lines can stop Southern like an immediate tackle, Southern will have to punt this football and UAPB could get it back with about 16 or 17 seconds.
Handoff, right side. Tillery is stacked and jacked back there. Loses a yard, 4th down coming up. And the Golden Lions might get this back.
I know the clock is stopping.
Yeah, the clock stopped, and they're screaming on the sideline about it.
The clock stopped because the Southern player was down, injured, 84. That's the tight end.
Well, the play clock is down to 10 here. So Southern may have to call a timeout now.
Yeah, Southern will.
Or they can just take the penalty, and they're going to punt it anyway. And now it's all kinds of clock issues here.
Well, Southern was screaming because the clock stopped at 49.5 seconds on the 3rd down run. But the tight end for Southern, 84, Bradley Coleman, a redshirt sophomore, 6'5", 6'5" and 214 pounds. I don't know if he was faking the injury or he went down holding his knee, and the official signaled timeout.
Hard to hear over the band playing, but he not sure exactly what the referee said. But
I don't know why the band is playing. The official is.
It's homecoming, Carl. That's why they're playing. They're playing because they're the band. That's what they do.
But the referee is telling everybody to stand what's going on with the play clock, and nobody can hear. And we don't know.
Well, it's 4th down and about 13, and now their clock's rolling, and so is the play clock. And they're going to have to. Southern's still on the sideline. They're just going to take the penalty, I assume. Or they're going to let it go down to 1 second, because I see the official, the referee is by the head coach. They may call a timeout with 1 second left on the play clock here. Let's see.
Yeah, UAPB is going to get this ball back.
That's exactly what they did. They stop it. So 20 seconds left. They'll punt it. First time out for Southern, so they're going to get it back, but they're not going to have You're going to sell out for the block?
Well, I don't know. It's I've seen some strange things happen. UAPB is going to get this football back to him with about 15 to 14 seconds on the clock. And Ben Anderson has that type of arm. But then again, you don't know if UAPB's.
I say let's block it and scoop and score. That's what I vote for.
Looks like they're going for the block too.
They're selling out for it. They come relatively close. Mitchell catches it on the fly at the 30 with 14.8 seconds remaining, no timeouts, and
I said 14 to 15 seconds in it.
It's time for the Music City Miracle.
Well, you know,
where's Doug Flutie?
You can always work the sidelines and get out of bounds. You know, with 14 and 0.8 seconds on the clock, you can get off 2, maybe 3 plays, pass plays, but it got to be quick.
So here we go. 15 seconds left. They need to go 70 yards. Throwing it right, caught, and is not able to get out of bounds. And then they just ripped the football away from him, but the clock's rolling, and that's going to be the last play of the game. Southern's going to win it and ruin homecoming for UAPB. 29-21, 8-point win for Southern. A very hard-fought game on both sides. And Southern snaps their 2-game losing streak versus UAPB. But a great rivalry indeed. But again, another highly competitive game for the Golden Lions, but it doesn't translate into a win as they are still in search for a victory. And we're going to go into the last Saturday in October next week at Itabena against Mississippi Valley, and the Golden Lions still in search of their first win. It just doesn't seem possible, but it's reality.
It's unbelievable. This team started off the preseason on paper, looked like a team that could repeat for the championship. It's just been a strange, bizarre season for the Golden Lions, and with so many young players. Like I said, on the defensive side of the ball, Coach Copeland started 4 freshman walk-on players. And those walk-on players who were scheduled to be redshirted this season had no earthly idea they were going to be starting, even in mid-August when you're into the middle of the practice season. So,
well, Carl, this team has done anything but quit.
Yeah.
And at least they didn't revolt and refuse to play today. It could be worse.
Yeah, it really could be.
There's nothing more embarrassing than what is happening, not to point fingers or make light of this situation, but what's going on at Grambling. Well, this team's fighting for Coach Coleman and this coaching staff and for this fan base. It's just not translating into victories. But as you mentioned, there's reasons for that. And these are young kids who were 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or maybe not even on the depth chart at all at the beginning of the year, and they're on the front line getting hit with grenade and bomb after bomb, and they're out there and they're manning up and they're strapping it on and ready to roll every Saturday. But they're gaining valuable experience, and I think you're going to see this pay off next season. But you hate it for the seniors and for players having to go out instead of repeating for a championship, going through this bitter season and learning life lessons. Your final thoughts, Carl?
You talk about this young, and UAPB is very young on the defensive side of the football. And I look at Tevin Garrison, the true freshman out of Little Rock Parkview, who was going to be a redshirt this year, but he stepped in and started for an all-SWAC safety in Ryan Shaw, who was on the NFL watch list, who perhaps would have been a high draft choice for the Golden Lions.
That's going to wrap it up for us. For Finley Hill back in the studio and for our crew here for UAPB TV Sports, I'm Tim Stubbs. He's Carl Wimper. 29-21, the final. Southern wins it here at UAPB here on homecoming. So long and good evening from Golden Lion Stadium.